Let's hear it for Libras. When you get caught up in a problem, worrying about it, examining it from all sides, analyzing the pros and cons of possible situations, it's easy to lose yourself in abstraction and forget about the here and now. In matters of interpersonal conflict, you forget that you can always start with a simple conversation with the other person. If you're struggling to make a big choice, you forget that life is long, that you'll have plenty of time to adjust your course and to change your mind again and again. This week, don't think so hard. Take the first step and go from there. That sounds lovely. Okay, here it is for Scorpio's horoscope. It can be hard for you to determine when a project is finished, when something you've been working on is good enough. You know perfection is impossible, but you want to get as close to it as you can. Sometimes this refusal to be satisfied is an asset, motivating you to keep striving for more, but it can also be exhausting. This week, your challenge is to accept that there will inevitably be some bumps in the road in your creative projects, your relationships, your life, but you can be happy all the same. That's a nice reminder for me, because I've had a rough week at work this week, and last these horoscopes resonated with you. To be honest, I thought they were pretty vague. I kind of like the ones from The Pattern better, or what's that one? The Pattern. I can't remember what the other one is called that I sometimes look at. It's like pretty well known. Let me see if I can find it, and maybe we can do some more typing sounds.